Top 10 Celebrity Racist Comments. Celebrities are always under the radar. They receive immense love and attention, but with that comes several backlashes. Their comments and actions can go wrong and work against them. Without any further ado, let's have a look at some of the celebrity racist comments that caused them to go through social media trials. Number 10. The situation when Kelly Osbourne used the wrong set of words. According to Kelly Osbourne, there are situations when one might have the right goals, however, words tend to bomb them. Because of Republican official Donald Trump's absurdly bigoted situations on migration, the co-host of the show, View, had this to say. While Osbourne presumably attempted to invalidate the government official, she said if Donald Trump decides to kick each Latino out of the country who will be cleaning his latrine, her words seemed to be bigoted and discourteous. The remark started a shock on Twitter, provoking a conciliatory sentiment from Osbourne. She wrote on her Facebook page that she needs to begin by saying that she always assumes liability for her activities. In that specific case, she will assume liability for her helpless selection of words. However, she won't apologize for being a racist, as she believes that she is not one. She apologized for her wrong choice of words. Number 9. Mel Gibson's tirade against Jews. At the time of his DOI capture in 2006, Mel Gibson told a cop that Jews were answerable for every one of the conflicts on the planet. In 2010, a few voice messages were delivered of the short-tempered entertainer and producer angrily talking to his ex-wife, Oksana Grigorieva. In one of his tirades, Gibson wanted that his ex got assaulted by a pack of the N-word, and in another he alluded to Mexicans as wetbacks. All his remarks procured him fire from fans across the globe. Number 8. John Mayer for his dumb assertion. In a real meeting with Playboy in 2010, John Mayer considered that his dick was similar to racial oppression, and that he has a Benetton heart and a David Duke cockerel. Well, his statement was stupid and deserved all the backlash that he ultimately received. Number 7. Alec Baldwin's enormous screw-up. Alec Baldwin's life appears to have turned up at ground zero, from being broadly scorned for his bigoted remarks to town discussion for his Donald Trump impression. Sometime before the rave audits, Alec offered some beautiful, idiotic remarks on Twitter. In a progression of tweets posted in 2011, Baldwin referenced Kanye West and Jay-Z's melody "Niggas in Paris," which prompted a great deal of reaction against him. Number 6. Paris Hilton's tactless act. Paris Hilton was once very popular, but in an extract from Neil Strauss' book, Everyone Loves You When You're Dead, she said she can't bear black people and could never contact one as that is gross. She ended up creating many controversies. Individuals were extremely annoyed with the beneficiary. Number 5. At the point when outrage improved of Rihanna. Rihanna might be famous for her music, however, she also has been required for her moronic conduct. She posted a bigoted photograph coordinated towards Chris Brown's Vietnamese sweetheart, Karrueche Tran, that alluded to her as rice cakes. There was additionally a line of the remix track Birthday Cake that suggested trans race. Number 4. Charlie Sheen's relation with racism. Before his epic emergency with the producers of 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen made news due to his bigots remarks. A 2008 phone message to his ex, Denise Richards, contained the entertainer considering his significant other the N-word. He can be heard saying, "You're a coward and a liar and a fucking nigger, okay? So fuck you." OMG, we could never imagine that side of him after watching the series. Number 3. The post that got Gigi Hadid the tag of a racist. A dubious video of Gigi Hadid was that first posted on social media by her sister Bella reemerged, and many individuals were blaming her for prejudice. In the video, Hadid seemed to be holding up a Buddha sculpture, and many accept she was mirroring the face and eyes of the enlightened one. While the picture has been erased, duplicates of it were seen flowing all over social media. Along these lines, when Hadid affirmed that she would show up at a Victoria's Secret fashion show in the Chinese city of Shanghai, it just got her more reaction as netizens took to online media to disclose to her that she was not wanted in China. Her sister Bella, the Instagram video seemed to show the 22-year-old model squinting her eyes as she held up a Buddha roll, a move pundits contend is a pantomime of the strict figure. In reaction, Gigi, who observed Eid al-Adha with hers and Zayn Malik's moms throughout the end of the week, crippled her Instagram remarks and had made a conciliatory sentiment to her fans on the Chinese online media webpage Weibo. Despite the sincere statement of regret, a portion of the California-conceived star's fans was not convinced and said that she has just posted her expression of remorse on a microblogging website to not lose her fans in China. The model wrote a post in both Mandarin and English that was written to mean that it harms her to hurt anybody. She needs all of her fans to realize that it was never her goal to irritate anybody through her activities. She earnestly apologizes to the individuals who were harmed or felt let down somewhere around her. She has the most extreme regard and love for individuals of China and values the amazing recollections she has made while visiting before. Subsequently, many fans took to web-based media to criticize the New York-based star and remarked that she wasn't wanted in China following the video. Notwithstanding, this isn't the first occasion when she has been blamed for bigoted conduct. Back in the past during the American Music Awards, she played out a disputable impression of Melanie Trump, ridiculing her articulation. The impression had not gotten well at that point, which prompted Hadid to compose a conciliatory sentiment and post it on Twitter. Number 2. Lea Michele and her encounter with racism and facing backlash. Glee and Scream Queen star Lea Michele appears to have made a considerable amount of foes in Hollywood, while a few of her co-stars, including individual Glee cast part Heather Morris and Broadway entertainer Jared Canonico, condemned her for diva-like conduct. A few black entertainers who worked with Michele guaranteed that how she treated them was mean, as well as intolerant too. The overflowing of stories and GIFs overwhelmed Twitter after Samantha Ware, who showed up on the last period of Glee, cited Michele's tweet about George Floyd and blamed her for making her experience on set a living hell through horrendous, negligible hostilities. Michele posted an expression of remorse on Instagram, saying that her conduct was not a consequence of judging others by their experience or the shade of their skin. However, she has still lost work in the wake of the discussion. Hi Fresh, a super convinced administration from which she's shown up in plugs, tweeted that they do not support bigotry or segregation of any sort and subsequently finished their association with Lea Michele from this point forward. And at number 1, the time when fans were upset by the behavior of Justin Bieber. The video was taken on a special occasion during the initial days of his career, initially recorded for Bieber's 2011 narrative Never Say Never. Bieber was seen chilling in a room in LA with a gathering of companions. The artist was seen telling a horrendous wisecrack. Why are black people afraid of chainsaws? His zinger, more than once saying, "Run, nigger." The vocalist got a reaction from his fans. One fan even went to the extent of calling him out for his conduct, saying, "Bieber is revolting. Man's gone excessively far this time." Another one posted, "Bieber, no reason, no adequate justification can be given for prejudice. The utilization of the N-word is despicable and racism is indeed a serious issue and it can never be amusing." The artist took to web-based media to ponder pernicious things he said previously and urged his fans to stick to his same pattern. When he was youthful, he was uninformed and wound up expressing truly terrible things, not knowing the force of his words. And that's what Bieber wrote on Instagram, including the expression "stand against racism" in huge letters close to it. Bieber, 25, was ambiguous about the truly terrible things he regrets saying, yet he's probably alluding to a few recordings that surfaced in 2014 appearance Bieber presenting hostile, bigoted jokes. Bieber later apologized in a proclamation that he posted on Twitter, calling his activities silly and an unpardonable mistake. Days later, another video on the internet showed the YouTube character turned pop star utilizing the racial sobriquet again as a zinger. That time, he likewise referenced joining the Ku Klux Klan. The recording shows Bieber before the camera singing a substitute adaptation of his 2009 hit One Less Lonely Girl, but instead of saying girl, he utilizes the N-word and proceeds with a smile. However, it appears that Justin Bieber has learned from all his mistakes and has gained from his mix-ups. Presently, he's mobilizing believers to battle against such derisive conduct. And that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Until the next video, stay tuned and subscribe for more.